Hello everyone and welcome. I'm excited to introduce today's presentation on understanding the human body, systems and health. We'll be exploring the fascinating roles of the nervous, glandular and reproductive systems and how they contribute to our overall well-being. Over the next few slides, we'll delve into how these systems work together to keep us healthy and functioning at our best. So let's get started. Let's begin by exploring the introduction to the human body, focusing on its systems and how they contribute to overall health. First, we'll look at the human nervous system, which is essential for controlling and coordinating our body's activities. It consists of two main parts: the central nervous system, which includes the brain and spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system, made up of nerves that extend throughout the body. In the central nervous system, the brain is the control center, responsible for processing information, controlling thoughts, emotions, and actions. The spinal cord acts as a communication highway between the brain and the rest of the body, transmitting signals to and from neurons. Neurons are the fundamental units of the nervous system. They send electrical signals that enable rapid communication. Moving to the peripheral nervous system, it connects the central nervous system to limbs and organs. A key part here is the autonomic nervous system, which manages involuntary functions like heartbeat, digestion, and respiration, keeping our body balanced without conscious effort. Next, we have the human glandular or endocrine system, which works closely with the nervous system to regulate bodily functions through hormones. Endocrine glands, such as the pituitary and thyroid, produce hormones that influence growth, metabolism, and energy use. Other glands like the parathyroid and adrenal glands help control calcium levels and stress responses. The pancreas and sex glands, both part of this system, produce hormones vital for blood sugar regulation and reproductive functions. Understanding these systems helps us see how interconnected and complex our body is, emphasizing the importance of each part in maintaining overall health and well-being. Now let's take a closer look at the female reproductive system, which is a vital part of human reproductive processes. This system plays a crucial role in reproduction, hormone regulation, and overall health. Understanding how it functions helps us appreciate the complexity and importance of maintaining reproductive health. Throughout this section, we'll explore how the reproductive system works, including the menstrual cycle, conception, and pregnancy. We'll also include some activities and learning exercises to deepen your understanding. Additionally, we'll discuss common disorders that can affect this system, such as infections or hormonal imbalances, and share health tips to promote well-being. Finally, we'll tie everything together with a summary of human body systems, emphasizing why having knowledge about our bodies is so essential. This understanding not only promotes health, but empowers us to make informed decisions about our well-being. Let's take a closer look at some of the key systems in our body. These include the nervous system, which controls and coordinates our actions and responses, the glandular system, responsible for hormone production and regulation, and the reproductive system, which is vital for human reproduction and development. Each of these systems plays a crucial role in keeping our bodies functioning properly and supporting our overall well-being. Now, it's important to understand that the human body is a complex and interconnected system. All these different systems work together seamlessly to maintain life and health. By understanding how they operate, we gain a greater appreciation for how our body functions and why it's so important to keep it healthy. This knowledge underscores the importance of maintaining good health. When we understand the intricate workings of our body, we're more motivated to take care of it through proper nutrition, exercise, and regular health checkups. Ultimately, understanding the human body helps us value and protect this remarkable system that keeps us alive and thriving every day. Now let's take a closer look at the role of our sense organs in understanding the human body. The nervous system is essential here because it collects information from our senses, like sight, sound, touch, taste, and smell. Once this information is gathered, it's transmitted to muscles, glands, and other organs so they can respond appropriately. This process helps us react to our environment and maintain balance. Next, I want to highlight the main components of the nervous system. It's made up of the central nervous system, which includes the brain and spinal cord, the peripheral nervous system, consisting of nerves that extend throughout the body, and the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary functions like heartbeat and digestion. These parts work seamlessly together to manage and regulate all our bodily functions. The human nervous system's primary role is coordination. It enables us to react quickly to stimuli, like pulling your hand away from something hot, and to control ongoing activities such as breathing or heartbeat. Essentially, it ensures that our body responds effectively and stays in harmony, which is crucial for overall health and well-being. So in summary, our nervous system acts as the body's communication network, collecting information, processing it, and coordinating responses. This interplay is vital for maintaining the balance and proper functioning of our entire body. Let's take a closer look at the brain, which is often called the control center of our body. It's protected by the cranium, which is the skull, and the meninges, which are layers of protective tissue. The brain is responsible for all our mental activities, like thinking, feeling, and memory, and it also controls many bodily functions such as heartbeat, breathing, and digestion. Essentially, it processes the information it receives and helps regulate how our body responds to different situations. Next, we have the spinal cord, which acts as a communication highway. It's housed within the vertebral column or spine and connects the brain to the rest of the body. The spinal cord transmits impulses, these are electrical signals, between the brain and different parts of the body. It also plays a key role in reflex actions, which are quick, automatic responses to certain stimuli, like pulling your hand away from a hot surface. Finally, these two parts, the brain and the spinal cord, make up what we call the central nervous system. This system is essential because it coordinates all the activities that keep us alive and functioning properly, from conscious thought to involuntary processes. Together, they form the core of our nervous system, ensuring everything works smoothly in harmony, linking back to our overall theme of understanding how the human body operates. Now let's take a closer look at some key parts of our brain and their roles in keeping us balanced and functioning well. First up is the cerebellum, often called the balance keeper. It's responsible for maintaining our balance, muscle tone, and coordination. Essentially, it makes sure our movements are smooth and precise, which is crucial for everyday activities like walking, writing, or even just picking up a cup. Moving on, the cerebrum is the largest part of the brain. This is the area that handles our memory, thinking, emotions, and voluntary actions. When we make decisions or solve problems, it's the cerebrum working hard behind the scenes. It processes complex mental functions and helps us navigate the world around us. Finally, we have the medulla oblongata. This tiny but vital part controls our vital reflexes, such as heartbeat, breathing, and swallowing. It's essential for sustaining life because it manages those involuntary processes that keep us alive without us even thinking about them. All of these structures work together to keep our bodies functioning smoothly. Understanding these systems highlights just how complex and finely tuned our human body truly is. Let's take a closer look at the spinal cord and neurons, which are fundamental to how our body functions. Sensory neurons are responsible for carrying messages from our senses to the brain, allowing us to perceive external stimuli like touch, temperature, and pain. They are crucial for our interaction with the environment. Moving on to the structure and protection of the spinal cord, it's a cylindrical structure that transmits impulses between the brain and the rest of the body. It's well protected by vertebrae, which are the bones of the spine, and meninges, which are protective membranes that surround the spinal cord. Next, we have motor neurons. These neurons carry commands from the brain to our muscles, enabling us to move voluntarily and reflexively. They are essential for movement and coordination. Finally, let's consider interneurons and reflexes. Interneurons act as connectors between sensory and motor neurons, forming the communication pathway that allows quick, automatic responses, what we call reflexes. These reflexes and coordinated responses are vital for protecting us and maintaining body stability. All these components work together seamlessly, illustrating how interconnected and efficient our nervous system truly is, reinforcing the overall theme of understanding how our body maintains health and functionality. Now let's take a closer look at the structure of the peripheral nervous system. This part of our nervous system is made up of cranial and spinal nerve fibers. Think of it as the communication network that links the central nervous system, the brain and spinal cord, to the rest of the body. It's vital for transmitting signals that control everything from movement to sensation. Starting with cranial nerves, there are 12 pairs of these nerves that connect directly from the brain to various head organs, like the eyes and ears. These nerves are crucial because they handle both sensory information, like sight and sound, and motor commands, such as eye movements or facial expressions. They keep the head region functioning smoothly. Moving on to the spinal nerves, there are 31 pairs that emerge from the spinal cord. These nerves form complex networks that reach out to different parts of the body, including limbs, organs, and muscles. Their main role is to facilitate communication between the central nervous system and these peripheral areas, enabling us to move, feel, and respond to our environment. Overall, understanding these components helps us appreciate how the nervous system maintains our body's coordination and health. The peripheral nervous system essentially acts as the body's communication highway, connecting the central command to every corner of our body. Today, I want to talk about an essential part of our nervous system, the autonomic nervous system, and how it keeps our bodies functioning smoothly without us even thinking about it. This system is responsible for regulating those involuntary functions like heartbeat, digestion, and breathing. It plays a crucial role in maintaining internal balance, or what we call homeostasis, which is vital for our overall health. Let's start with the parasympathetic system. Its main job is to help our body recover after stress. For example, once a stressful situation passes, the parasympathetic system kicks in to bring everything back to normal. It helps us relax, slow our heart rate, and return our body to a state of calm and balance, important for feeling good and staying healthy. Now, focusing on the key functions controlled by the autonomic nervous system, these include heart rate, digestion, respiration, and glandular activity. Think of these as the body's automatic processes that keep us alive and functioning well. Without conscious effort, these functions work together seamlessly to support our health. Lastly, let's touch on the sympathetic system. This part is like the body's alarm system. It activates during stress or danger. When you're in a stressful situation, the sympathetic system increases your heart rate and prepares your body for action, so you're ready to respond quickly. It's an essential survival mechanism, but it's equally important that the parasympathetic system balances it out afterward. Understanding how these two systems work together helps us appreciate the incredible complexity of our body's internal regulation and its role in maintaining overall health. Let's take a closer look at the overview of the glandular system. The glandular system is made up of groups of cells called glands, and these glands are responsible for secreting hormones or enzymes that are vital for our body's functions. These secretions help regulate many processes, ensuring our body operates smoothly. Now, within this system, we have different types of glands. First, there are exocrine glands, which have ducts that carry their secretions to specific areas. For example, the salivary glands produce enzymes that are essential for digestion, breaking down food, so our bodies can absorb nutrients effectively. These enzymes are crucial for the digestive process and highlight the importance of exocrine glands in daily life. Next, we have the endocrine glands. Unlike exocrine glands, endocrine glands don't have ducts. Instead, they release hormones directly into the bloodstream, allowing these hormones to travel throughout the body. This method of secretion is vital because hormones regulate growth, metabolism, reproduction, and many other essential functions. Understanding how these glands work together helps us see the bigger picture of how our body maintains health and balance. The glandular system is truly central to keeping us functioning optimally. Let's talk about the adrenal glands first. They release a hormone called adrenaline, which is crucial for our fight or flight response. When you're faced with a stressful situation, adrenaline kicks in, increasing your heart rate, giving you a burst of energy, and sharpening your focus to help you respond quickly. Next, we have the parathyroid glands. These tiny glands produce parathyroid hormone, which is key for regulating calcium levels in your blood. Maintaining proper calcium levels is essential because it supports healthy bones and ensures your muscles function correctly. Moving on to the thyroid gland, it secretes a hormone called thyroxine. This hormone plays a vital role in controlling your metabolism. Essentially, it helps balance how much energy your body produces and uses, keeping your energy levels steady and supporting overall health. Then there's the pituitary gland, often called the master gland. It produces growth hormone, which is fundamental for your development and the regeneration of cells. This hormone influences your physical growth and impacts your overall body composition, making it essential for growth and repair. Finally, let's look at the bigger picture. The major endocrine glands include the pituitary, thyroid, parathyroid, adrenal glands, pancreas, testes, and ovaries. These glands are responsible for producing hormones that regulate nearly every function in our bodies, highlighting how interconnected and vital our endocrine system truly is. Now, let's talk about the pituitary gland, often called the master gland. It plays a crucial role because it controls other endocrine glands in the body. Think of it as the boss that signals other glands to produce their hormones. It secretes important hormones, like those responsible for growth and various catalytic processes essential for maintaining bodily functions. Moving on to the thyroid gland, this small but mighty gland regulates our metabolism, which is how our body uses energy. It does this through hormones like thyroxine, which helps control energy levels, and calcitonin, which is important for calcium balance. Proper functioning of the thyroid is key for keeping our energy levels stable and maintaining healthy bones. Now, it's important to understand how these glands work together. The pituitary gland influences the thyroid gland by releasing hormones that stimulate it to produce its own hormones. When these glands are in balance, our body functions smoothly. However, imbalances in these glands can lead to health issues. For example, a deficiency or excess of hormones can cause conditions like dwarfism, goiter, or obesity. These examples highlight just how vital hormonal balance is for overall health and well-being. So in summary, the pituitary and thyroid glands are central to our hormonal health. Their proper function is essential for growth, energy management, and overall bodily balance. Now let's talk about how the parathyroid glands regulate calcium and phosphate balance in our bodies. They produce parathyroid hormone, which is crucial for maintaining mineral homeostasis. If these glands oversecrete this hormone, it can negatively impact bone health, leading to weakening or demineralization of bones. Conversely, undersecretion can also cause problems, affecting the strength and integrity of our bones. So it's clear that proper regulation of this hormone is vital for keeping our bones healthy and strong. Next, we'll look at the adrenal glands. These glands produce adrenaline, which prepares our body for the stress response. When adrenaline is released, it helps control our heart rate, influences our emotions, and affects our metabolism. But imbalances in adrenal hormone production can lead to issues like hypertension, or high blood pressure, or even feelings of weakness and fatigue. By understanding the roles of the parathyroid and adrenal glands, we see how essential these systems are in maintaining overall health. They work together to regulate vital functions, from mineral balance to stress response, reinforcing the importance of these glands in our body's complex system. Now let's take a closer look at the role of the testes in male characteristics. The testes are responsible for producing sperm, which is essential for reproduction. They also produce testosterone, the primary male hormone. Testosterone plays a crucial role in developing and maintaining male characteristics such as increased muscle mass, facial and body hair, and a deeper voice. It also influences reproductive functions. Moving on to the pancreas, this organ has a vital role in regulating blood sugar levels. It does so by releasing hormones like insulin and glucagon. Insulin helps lower blood sugar when it's too high, while glucagon increases blood sugar when it's too low. When these hormones are out of balance, it can lead to conditions like diabetes, which affects how the body manages energy. Finally, let's look at the connection between the pancreas and sex glands, specifically the ovaries in females. The ovaries produce eggs and secrete hormones like estrogen and progesterone. These hormones are key in regulating female reproductive processes, such as the menstrual cycle, as well as developing secondary sexual characteristics like breast development and wider hips. Understanding these systems helps us see how hormones influence not only physical traits, but also overall health and reproductive function. Now let's take a closer look at a crucial part of the male reproductive system. The penis plays a vital role during intercourse by delivering sperm into the female reproductive system. This process is essential for reproduction. The penis is not just about sexual function, it's a key component in human reproduction. Next, we have the glands, specifically the seminal vesicles and the prostate gland. These produce seminal fluid, which is important because it nourishes and protects the sperm. This fluid is a major part of semen, and it helps ensure that sperm can survive and be successful in fertilizing an egg. Moving on to the vas deferens. This is a transport channel for sperm. It connects the epididymis to the urethra, so it's basically a highway that moves sperm from where they're stored and matured to outside the body during ejaculation. Speaking of maturation, the epididymis is where sperm mature after being produced in the testes. This maturation process is crucial because it enables the sperm to fertilize an egg. Without proper maturation in the epididymis, sperm wouldn't be capable of fertilization. Finally, the testes are the powerhouses of this system. They produce sperm, which is necessary for reproduction, and testosterone, which is key for male fertility and hormonal balance. The health and function of the testes are fundamental to overall male reproductive health. All these components work together seamlessly as part of the male reproductive system, playing their roles in the complex process of human reproduction. Let's take a closer look at the ovaries, which are a key part of the female reproductive system. They have two main roles: producing eggs, which are essential for reproduction, and releasing hormones like estrogen and progesterone that help regulate many functions in the body. Moving on to the fallopian tubes, these serve as the pathways for the eggs to travel from the ovaries to the uterus. They connect these two structures and are where fertilization typically occurs if sperm meets an egg. Now, focusing on the uterus, this is a muscular organ designed to support fetal development during pregnancy. It's incredibly important because it provides a safe environment for a developing baby and plays a vital role in the reproductive process. The vagina functions as both the birth canal and a receptacle for sperm during reproduction. It's a crucial part of the reproductive system, enabling childbirth and allowing for the entry of sperm during conception. Finally, external parts like the labia, clitoris, and hymen are also important. These structures contribute not only to sexual function, but also to protection and overall reproductive health. Understanding these components helps us appreciate how the female reproductive system works as a whole, connecting anatomy to function, which is essential when discussing overall health and well-being. Alright, now let's look at human reproductive processes. First, we have ovulation, which is when an egg is released from the ovary. This moment is really important because it marks the beginning of the entire reproductive process. Next, we have fertilization, where sperm meets the egg in the fallopian tube. This union is crucial because it creates a zygote, which is essentially the very first stage of life. After fertilization, the zygote travels to the uterus and implants itself into the uterine wall. This step, called implantation, is vital because it allows the embryo to receive the nourishment it needs to grow. Finally, we have pregnancy, where the embryo develops inside the uterus. This process continues until childbirth, completing the journey from a single cell to a fully formed baby. These steps highlight the incredible complexity and precision of human reproduction, which is central to understanding human health and biology. Now, let's talk about some interactive ways to deepen our understanding of the human body systems. First up, drawing human body systems and reproductive organs helps us visualize how everything fits together. It's a hands-on activity that really makes the concept stick. Next, engaging in practical model making allows us to build physical representations of these systems, which further enhances our grasp of their structure and function. We also reinforce our knowledge through activities like answering questions, which challenge us to recall and apply what we've learned. This active recall is key to retention. Additionally, participating in group discussions about the functions of different systems encourages us to share ideas, clarify doubts, and see different perspectives. All these activities, drawing, modeling, questioning, and discussing, are designed to make learning more engaging and memorable. They connect directly to the overall goal of understanding how the human body works, so that we not only memorize facts but truly comprehend the amazing complexity of our body systems. Now, let's talk about some common disorders related to our body systems and what we can do to stay healthy. Starting with the glandular system, hormonal imbalances can lead to conditions like diabetes, goiter, or dwarfism. These issues happen because of irregularities in the endocrine system, which is responsible for producing and regulating hormones. It's important to recognize these disorders early because they can significantly affect your health. Moving on to the nervous system, injuries or disorders here can sometimes cause paralysis, which impacts a person's mobility and overall quality of life. These conditions highlight how vital our nervous system is for controlling movement and sensations. To help prevent these disorders, maintaining a balanced diet is key. A nutritious diet supports the healthy functioning of both the glandular and nervous systems. It provides the essential nutrients your body needs to produce hormones and keep your nerves working properly. Regular exercise also plays a crucial role. Not only does physical activity boost your overall well-being, but it also helps prevent many disorders and keeps your hormonal balance in check. Staying active is a simple yet powerful way to promote good health. Finally, don't underestimate the importance of routine medical checkups. Regular visits to your healthcare provider allow for early detection of potential problems. Catching issues early means you can manage and treat them more effectively, ensuring you stay on top of your health. So, by combining a balanced diet, regular exercise, and routine checkups, you can greatly reduce your risk of developing these common disorders and maintain a healthier, happier life. Let's take a moment to review the key systems we've discussed and see how they work together to keep us healthy. First, the nervous system is essentially the body's control center. It controls and coordinates responses across the entire body, ensuring that different parts communicate effectively. Think of it as the body's messaging system, sending signals quickly to keep everything functioning smoothly. Next, the glandular system plays a vital role in regulating our body's functions through hormones. These chemical messengers are crucial for maintaining homeostasis, which is the body's internal balance, and they support our overall health. Without this system, our body wouldn't be able to adapt to changes or maintain stability. Finally, the reproductive system is essential for the continuation of our species. Its structure and functions are vital for reproduction and ensuring that human life persists across generations. Together, these systems highlight how complex and interconnected our bodies are, each playing a unique role in maintaining health and supporting life. Understanding the human body is truly fundamental for both our personal well-being and the health of our communities. When we have a good grasp of how our body systems work, it helps us make better choices that benefit our overall health. A well-informed community also leads to a healthier society because everyone can contribute to healthier practices and support each other. Knowledge is power, especially when it comes to making informed decisions about our lifestyle and healthcare options. When we understand our body's needs and responses, we can choose habits and treatments that are best for us, which ultimately empowers us to take control of our health. Being aware of how our body systems function also plays a key role in disease prevention. By understanding the signs and how our bodies work, we can catch health issues early and take proactive measures to stay healthy. This proactive approach can make a big difference in maintaining long-term well-being. Furthermore, understanding the human body encourages us to act responsibly. When we know the impact of our behaviors, like eating well, exercising, and avoiding harmful substances, we are more likely to make choices that positively affect not just ourselves, but also those around us. Health awareness in general is rooted in knowing how our body systems operate and why maintaining our health is important. When we understand these aspects, we're better equipped to recognize the importance of staying healthy and to take steps that support our body's needs. In essence, the knowledge of human body systems is a powerful tool, helping us live healthier lives and fostering a healthier community. It's about understanding, making informed choices, preventing illness, and behaving responsibly for the benefit of all. Now, as we come to the conclusion, let's reflect on the incredible complexity of the human body. It's really a finely tuned, integrated system where the nervous, glandular, and reproductive systems all work together in harmony. This seamless collaboration is what keeps our vital processes running smoothly and ensures our survival. Understanding how these systems interact is crucial because it helps us grasp the bigger picture of health and wellness. When we have a comprehensive knowledge of these systems, we're better equipped to prevent diseases and maintain good health. It also empowers us to make informed decisions about our well-being. Remember, maintaining our health throughout life is entirely possible when we are aware of how our bodies function. This awareness not only helps us stay healthy, but also allows us to adapt to changes and challenges that come with aging or life transitions. So staying informed and understanding our bodily systems is truly key to lifelong well-being.